from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Texas Longhorns. Restate the statement, Paul again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Texas's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bobcats offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Go, go! Ready, go! To throw, Manning. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. and I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They feed him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. It doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running inside, it's Burgess. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Steps away. Fakes to grab. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early. It's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Bring in the heat. It's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yards. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got some space. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Burgess. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Sparks. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Handoff to the single running back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Arch to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it smothers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go play action with Manning. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Here comes the option. The option, the keeper. He'll pitch it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion from the wideout. Play action, here's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. but just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows. You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite. Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Burgess. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Arch Madness. Zings it complete to the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Bobcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Going to the run, it's Burgess. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Catching up with the Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen.
Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
So now it's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Manning. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The extra point here would tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Running behind that left side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The option look. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Coleman's got it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Got a little grass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Manning to throw. Under fire. Touchdown, Texas. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jackson gonna throw it. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Give him 114 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Manning using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Brown. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Manning on play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking down the middle. Over the middle, it's Smith. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Push down for the tackle. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Using his feet. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He might want another play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Arch is going to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were